Hey everybody, it's the coach, and this is Monday Night Football on EA Sports. Coming up next, we've got what should be a good one between the Chicago Bears and the Washington Redskins. I'll be back at halftime to look at some of these stats and scores from Sunday's action. But for now, it's Monday Night Football. And to call the action, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
This building holds just north of 80,000, and they have come out in very good numbers today at FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Chicago Bears and the Washington Redskins. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Charles, we look at this Redskin team as they interplay here. They come in losers of 2 straight, so they're trying to right the ship here a little bit.
They're teetering a little bit, aren't they? And now things could really go south if they lose this game, so they understand the importance of playing well and stopping this streak.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Bears, they come in feeling good after back-to-back victories. It's an Indian summer afternoon. Perfect conditions for football, and off we go on EA Sports. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by their second-year quarterback, leading rusher amongst QBs in 2018, Lamar Jackson.
And he ought to have a lot of pep in his step after last week's performance because he did exactly as you want him to play if you're a coach. 3 touchdown passes, 0 interceptions, which usually means you're making a lot of right decisions out there.
And got him to win. They'll run to your man. This is Tariq Cohen. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. Good sign here early. Everybody on offense there up front in the backfield.
Home field advantage. Well, teams that run the football effectively, they often have a way of neutralizing it.
Throwing to start the drive, but that went incomplete. The tight end Cameron Brate was the target, but it's going to be second down. And let's take a look at the Bears offense.
Running back Tariq Cohen brings us all to our feet when he's on the field because you never know how they're going to utilize it. In 2018, was able to run, throw, and catch a touchdown pass. And in addition, was a 2018 Pro Bowl return specialist for the NFC. The human joystick makes everything better when he's on the field.
The dump-off gets him only 1, and now you're looking at a third down. And now a look at the Washington defense.
Kenny Vaccaro is an excellent player. Can cover in the slot, but his best attributes, tackling people and rushing the quarterback.
Now the Redskins have an extra man in the secondary here on third. From the gun, Jackson. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
And third down is a key down in any game you play. And third down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
On fourth down, here's Brett Kern to punt the football away. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. So out comes the Redskins offense as they get there. They'll be led out by the rookie, the 6th overall pick back in April out of Duke, and that's Daniel Jones.
And I saw that he had an interesting quote. Research packet that we had after last week's game. It's all on me now. I've got to lead my team and find a way for us to win a game. 0-2, but they're at home. I guess he's going to try and find a way to get the home crowd involved early.
This pass finds its way to Williams. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a man who really came on late last year. It's Damian Williams. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. And a quick look at Washington's offense.
I don't think it's hyperbole to say that Mike Pouncey's one of the best centers in the league, and to me, he helped usher in that new wave of centers. Agile, able to get to the second level and block people downfield, able to pull like a guard and get out in front of ball carriers, and pass protects really well, helps keep his quarterbacks clean.
That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Wow, that play got shut down in a hurry.
As soon as the snap came, you could see defensively they were just closing in. That was going nowhere.
Yeah, you count on your offensive line to give you a little bit of space, a little bit of time so you can make a move. There was none there for him.
The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. Off play action. Jones. He's airing it out for Williams. And he bat falls down incomplete.
Well, he decided to air it out a little bit on that play, take a shot downfield, but the coverage was really nice. Able to get a hand in and tip it away.
So on 4th down, here's Ryan Quigley now to kick this one away. Tariq Cohen is deep for the Bears. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. This is taken at the 15. It's a 45-yard punt, then 8 on the return. And the Bears take over. Onto the field now come the Bears. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win 1st down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on 1st down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating 1st downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
The rushing numbers last week for Cohen. 22 carries, 84 yards, and a touchdown.
And I'm eager to see how they deploy him in this game. Last week, a heavy workload. Do they decide to bring that down a little bit and try and keep him fresh? Or do they say, guess what? He's locked in. Keep handing him the football.
From the 29, Jackson. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage wrong on the deep ball, and now it's a 3rd down.
Oh, boy, partner, did that just happen? I've got my hand over my eyes right now because, like him, it's got dreams, too. He was wide open. How did he overthrow him there?
Defensively, just very lucky. You know that they got away with one there.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. It's the 3rd time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the 1st quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. On is Kern, the punter, to send this one away. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. And last time out, they had to punt the football away. Anything positive possibly to take from that?
There always is when you're punting the football away. It doesn't sound like it because you're giving it up, but you've avoided a mistake.
At least you didn't turn it over.
You didn't turn it over, right? You're giving your defense a chance because you're punting the ball away and they're set to go on the field as opposed to sudden change after a turnover. Wow, now we got to go out there and stop people. So, yeah, there's always something positive to be gained from it.
Second and 9 now from the 21. On second down, Eckler. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
59 mark, 59 mark. Check, 59.
Here's Jones from the gun on third down. That's caught. It's Jarius Wright. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Williams. The numbers on the ground for Williams a week ago. 21 carries, 80 yards, and a touchdown.
And we all know he had a big workload last week, so I'm eager to see if they decide to back him off a little bit. Personally, I hand it to him 20-plus times again. When a running back's locked in like he is, I want him to keep touching the football.
On second down, Williams. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
26 mark, 26 mark. Check tight.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jones. And that will be incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point, and they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position, backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a one-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur.
On 2nd and 7, Jackson. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. Gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. He'll have a 1st down past the 40.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it in run time, and he picks up a 1st down.
So after 2 1st downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. From the gun, it's Jackson. That's out to Hill, right side complete. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49. On 3rd down, Jackson, and he completes it to Cohen. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. It's a gain of 5, and that's going to make it 4th down. Here's Brett Kern now as he's on to punt for Chicago. And he's getting a workout here in this 1st quarter as he gets it away. We're scoreless after 1. 2nd quarter now from our nation's capital, and it's Redskins in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. From the 16, Jones. And the catch here by Marquise Lee.
We got three, fellas, we got three.
Caught left side, Williams. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down. Well, if you're going to pass on 3rd and 1, you better get a 1st down if you complete it. They completed it, but no gain.
The aiming point has to be beyond the 1st down marker where you throw the ball. 3rd and 1, you can't have anything that's even close to the line of scrimmage. Otherwise, you run the risk of what we just saw there, not getting the 1st down.
Here's Ryan Quigley now as he's on to punt for Washington. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. On the return is Cohen. Call that one an 60 yards, 6-0. And that will come the offense as they take over. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. The results for them so far, not that great. Well, not good at all. 3 drives, 3 punts.
Yeah, and now what you're doing is you're looking at your play sheet. You're trying to figure out what you're going against defensively. I wonder, are they showing them something they haven't seen or anticipated in practice, and maybe that's throwing them off? Or do they just have to go to a different play call?
Oh, Cohen lost the football. It's going to go out of bounds, so no recovery. But on 4th down, a change of possession anyway. Now, I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. So far, they've had 3 drives, 3 punts. Not good.
Not good indeed, because you've got to have something to show for being out on the field. Now, sometimes, if you have a game where neither side has scored, 3 punts isn't a bad thing. But when you're trying to set the pace, get up on top in a game, you've got to show better offense and find a way to put some points on the board.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Avery Williamson, the Jets' leading tackler a season ago, in on the stop. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. And he will have the 1st down as he gets this to the 47.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
This complete left side to Aguilar. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. On 2nd down now, it's Cohen. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave him with still about 8 or 9 to go on 3rd down. On Jackson. And Blake, the tight end's got it. And the tackle going to be made at the 41 as they stop it short of the first. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
Well, the coverage was tight that time. They allowed the pass underneath to him, but they rallied to him pretty fast, too. Converged on him and got him down. That'll bring up 4th down.
They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. The hitch route works. It's something you see quite a bit on 3rd and 4th down in these situations, and they got it to go for.
And what you're counting on is a couple of things. One, you want the guy catching that route to make people miss right away, almost like a punt returner. And two, you're expecting to pick up some blocks once he gets to the second level, able to get downfield. And on that play, everything came together.
Down to the 25. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. Here's Jackson.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
They're able to convert on it up a 1st and goal.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
A first trip to the red zone for the Bears. They've got it 1st and goal at the 6. On 1st down, here's Breida. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll try to run with Breida. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. Matt Breida. His first touchdown of the new season as his guys are on the board first here tonight. Now let's not forget that was all set up by the 4th down conversion earlier in the drive.
Let down if the drive doesn't culminate this way, wouldn't it? If you're going to go for it on 4th down, your intention is to make sure you get a touchdown out of the drive, and that's exactly what it did. Converted, and then converted a second time for 6 points.
Vinatieri connecting on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. That one in the books as a 12-play drive, and it was Matt Breida who had the touchdown run to put an end to it. And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. This one taken just inside the 10. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Williams now as his guys head back out to go on offense. You would have to think they're going to make it more of a priority to get him the football. You're losing here in the second quarter, and he's been really quiet.
I think all we have to do, and it's too bad we can't actually see the actual play sheet now from the coordinator, because he's looking down at that and saying, okay, do I put him in different spots? Do I try and isolate him? What routes do I run? You're exactly right. They've got to get the ball in his hands. It's kick-started.
He does have the 2 catches, but pretty quiet so far.
Check 59.
On 2nd and 9, Jones, throw complete. It's Lee. And they bring him to the ground just field. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up this weekend. Now Jones on 1st down. This is caught by Williams. Williams loses the football, and this is picked up by the Bears. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. Tariq Cohen and the rest of the offense heading back out there. We're in the second quarter. They've got the lead. The lead, though, not so much because of the ground game, because of their air attack, Charles.
So what they're seeing so far is the possibility of things loosening up later in the ground game. Through the air first. Maybe they have to start respecting that even more as the game goes on, and then there will be running lanes to find later.
Yeah, try to get him more involved here on this drive, maybe. So the challenge comes in inside of 2 minutes, and it gets overturned.
And it changes the whole format of what's about to happen because both sides had thought a certain call had been made. Now they have to flip back and start over.
A gain of 13. It's a first down. Jones on 1st and 10. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Jones now throwing again. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Operating from the gun, Jones. That's complete to Austin Eckler, the running back. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Now that's going to be a tough one to explain when they get together and watch the game film, isn't it? I mean, they had the right call, had the out route. He's got to know where the first down sticks are, yet he steps out of bounds that close. Not their best play.
So now on 4th down, Jay Gruden will call on his field goal unit. From the left hash, this from 39. And this one is right through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they do get to 3 points before they hit halftime. Something to build on, maybe.
Yeah, go ahead and raise the banner, right? Wave the flag. That's good. Got points. And now, as you said, they got something to build on as they get ready for the second half.
This is fielded at the goal line. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. All right, time for us now to discuss Alshon Jeffrey. Second quarter here, he has only 1 catch, but they have the lead. You got to think there's going to be more involved at some point.
That's what you would expect, but sometimes what defenses do to take away a player of his magnitude, it costs them in other areas. And right now, with them losing, they may have to change their focus.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Eric Weddle. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
Eric Weddle's one of my favorite players in the league, Brandon. A guy that always seems to be in the right place at the right time, making a play on the football, and he has excellent hands, as we just saw there.
Look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's just been looking for some space. You know, I'm not going to pin it on him or the offensive line, but they need to get this run game going better.
Some credit plan themselves. So I think now you try and mix things up a little bit. Get the ball in the hands of some other people, find some other playmakers, but always let the defense believe that he's still a threat.
I was going to say, don't forget about him.
No, don't take him totally out of the game.
On 2nd and 1. Jones got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Mike Williams here of the Redskins have taken the lead.
And while that touchdown does not give them an insurmountable lead, it's still a lead, and that always feels good to a team.
They'd love to take that into the lockers, but a little time left on that clock, so some work to do.
And I like how you're guarding against a letdown there.
Already looking forward.
Coaching them up from right up here in the booth.
Extra point right down the middle, and the lead is now 10-7. Well, that drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them. In plus territory, excellent field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Lamar Jackson marching back onto the field. He's likely still kicking himself from the interception last drive that wound up leading to a go-ahead score.
And he's going to assume all that came with that one, all right? That's all on him, but he also knows he's got to erase it from his mind and get back out there. This drive, very important.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Brandon Marshall, the linebacker, able to make the play defensively. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again. Jackson, incomplete. The veteran Eric Weddle there to break that one up. The Bears on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. On 3rd down, a run with Cohen. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. Here's Mike Williams now as his guys head back out to go on offense. The early returns for him, very good to start this season. Interesting to see if he can keep up that torrid pace.
Yeah, when you're talking about averaging 100 yards a game as a receiver, extrapolate that over 16 games, and you're having a monster season. So, yeah, you love what he's doing early, but I think it's got to go back to the offseason, doesn't it? It's got to go back to the roots, spending time with the guy who's going to throw the ball to him, spending time watching tape, spending time reading defenses, and getting himself ready to play.
Space to maneuver at the 40, and he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line. So we've hit halftime, just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll begin out in the windy city of Chicago, and those two are tied up as they play the second quarter. From there, let's head off and check out a second game. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a defensive struggle. Which offense can break through in the second half? To find out, let's hand it over to our broadcast team of Brandon Gotten and Charles Davis.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had an ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
They get 14 yards, but not enough for the first down due to the previous penalty. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Lee. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line.
Let's get it.
Set, ready? 18, Gator.
In 12, Jones. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Jones. From the gun, he'll throw. Man open left side, it's Williams. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line, and that is not near enough.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
Here's Ryan Quigley now. He's been terrific so far. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The big Tank Carradine with a sack. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He was trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12.
Watch the twist, watch the twist.
Now it's Jackson. It's caught by Aguilar. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
It's a gain of 25 yards. And the Bears first down.
Jackson now 10 of 17 throwing the ball. He's got a 1st and 10. First down, a run with Cohen. And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 50-yard line.
Jackson fakes the give and kick. Caught right side is Jeffrey. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains.
Here we go.
Alshon Jeffrey so dangerous even when a defender's near him.
He's got such a big body, ability to run, positions himself well, excellent control. And you're exactly right. Even if people are draped on him, he often comes up with the catch. He really symbolizes what people are looking for in receivers in today's NFL.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Completes it to Aguilar. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
On 2nd down, it's Cohen. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
This is Breida. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the 1st down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
Jackson from the shotgun. His pass caught at the 4. No gain there on the completion. It'll be 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. Now his shotgun handoff to Cohen. And he'll get into the end end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Tariq Cohen, his second touchdown on the season. And the Bears have retaken the lead.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT. And the lead is now 14-10. That time a 9-play drive. And it results in a 4-yard touchdown run. And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. This one taken from the 7. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25. Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. He's been pretty solid, pretty consistent, just the one touchdown pass, but I think he's managed the game well, no?
I would agree with you, and that's what you're looking for out of your field leader, making sure that you're playing well and not making any big mistakes. Oftentimes, that's how you're judged. How big a mistake and when it occurs. No interception so far. They'll like that.
I just want you to know that you agreeing with me, that's going to get me through this third and fourth quarter. Are you touched? He's patting his heart, boys and girls. He's touched.
Respect.
They'll run it with Williams. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Now Jones. Throw left side complete. It's Lee. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. Here's Ryan Quigley now, as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are. That culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
They'll start the Tariq Cohen, and they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple. Again, it's Cohen. And he's 32, brought down there. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, running with Cohen. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 14 yards into Chicago, 1st down. He continues to be effective running the football, a big reason that they have the lead.
And I love one of the quotes that I read about him where he said of himself, I love it when a team just hops on my back and I just carry them along.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up for 10. And now Jackson will look to throw it. Flush to his right. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 11 more on that one and another 1st down.
Well, that was man coverage. So once he decides to run with the football, there's no one to account for him, and he turns it into a nice gain.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43.
Check 31, check 31.
To throw is Jackson, operating from the gun. Underneath, he's got Brate. A gain of 6 there on first. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Switch.
They'll try the counter here. Cohen. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
They go play action with Jackson. They'll roll him out right. He can run for it, and he will. Last play, they didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. Now they gain almost 40 yards here.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the first down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the 4th quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off.
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Cameron Brate, his 2nd touchdown on the season as the Bears push further out in front. The touchdown all set up by the big play 1 snap before, but they finish it off here with a shorter completion, this time for the score.
I like how they stuck with what got them there, right? The big pass play, got the momentum going, right? You create it with a play like that, and you come right back with another pass play to finalize things off.
Vinatieri now for the point after. It's good, and it's 21-10. So that drop. And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to something else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jones. Now Jones is hit. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over. But that one, that puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It was a 2-possession game. It is a 2-possession game at this stage in the 4th. They needed points out of that drive.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior, big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a 1st down. On 1st down, Cohen looking for a seam but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Henry Anderson, big man from Stanford, there for the stop. His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
Throwing is Jackson. And open is Jeffrey. Touchdown, Chicago.
That's a touchdown. That's a touchdown.
Alshon Jeffrey, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Bears use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was the super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
A drive there of just 4 plays. And the end result is a Bears touchdown. And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. So what are you, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. Well, this secondary has done such a good job of frustrating these receivers tonight. Another example right there on the deep ball.
Sometimes when the sun goes down and it's just the bright lights in the stadium, there's a little extra spring in their step, doesn't it? And that's what we're seeing from the defenders. Doesn't matter whether it's man or zone, deep ball, short ball. That was a deep one there. They're making plays on the football, contesting everything.
Watch time. Watch time. Tight end right.
They'll run for it with Eckler. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. Jay Gruden's guys unable to convert on 4th down. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. They gutsy there at this stage in the second half in their own territory, and a decision that they might regret.
Can't wait for the post-mortem. You know, this post-game press conference, because the questions are going to come fast and furious about this decision, no matter how the game turns out, right? What were you thinking there? Why? Did you have a certain play call? Were you confident in your defense? Oh, yeah. Why? It's going to keep coming up.
Yeah, no matter the scoreboard, just tough to justify. The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down.
Double up. He's coming. Double up.
From the gun, Jackson. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had to fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And after the made field goal, here's Adam Vinatieri to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. And the passing game, I mean, look at the numbers. It's fallen off. When a team is struggling, sometimes you look at the quarterback. When the quarterback starts to struggle, who goes over and picks him up?
Yeah, that's always a big one, isn't it? Usually, there's a quarterback whisperer somewhere. And what I mean by that is, whether it's an assistant coach, whether it's one of his best friends on the team, someone that can get in his ear, get with him and say, all right, my man, what do you need? What's going on here? So he's one person he can lean on. He's going to have to lean on that guy right now.
A good pickup there at 22. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, Jones. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Throwing, Jones. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Williams. Williams loses the football. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. Operating from the gun, Jones. He's got his man. It's Williams. That catch puts him right at 100 yards receiving now, and it also gives him a 1st down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Ready.
26 months. Coming to you. I got 11. He's mine. We got trips over here.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The tight end, Max Williams, the intended receiver. But it'll be 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Williams. And he swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Damon Harrison, the one on the stop. Now Jones to throw on 3rd down. And the grab made by the tight end, Pruitt. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
And a field goal obviously means nothing here. They're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th down. Here we go with Williams. And this is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the 1st down. And the Bears will get the football back. So the defensive front holding strong there on 4th and inches.
And how about the battle of big people up front? That turned into a leverage game, didn't it? Defensive linemen, they won it. Lower than the offensive guys, pushed them back, knifed through, and made a great play.
Tackle made by Tyus Bowser. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter. It's been a one-sided affair. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. Jackson always a threat to run. He's got the 1st down. He was the NFL's leading rusher among QBs a year ago.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now it's Breida. The former Charger All-Pro Eric Weddle on the stop.
Eric Weddle in the tackle. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 24-yard line.
Jackson, option right. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Well, they have had success when he keeps the ball in the option, but not there. I mean, you just saw exactly why many old NFL coaches would say, don't use your quarterback in the running game.
The Bears on 3rd down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This is 3rd and 8. So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better, and that got it done in this one.
So for the Bears, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Redskins, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to MetLife Stadium to take on the New York Giants. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.